Right, I told you, this is about my 3 bikes, not this thing. Get it out of the way.
Oi, you doing my bike?
Put it in the scrap. Is more than one bike just too much? Is it taking the piss? Hey, welcome back. And as usual, this lately, we're not in the garage. It's a beautiful sunny day. Got the bikes out, given them a clean down, and then I was thinking, how have I ended up with 3 bikes? I'm 55, I've worked hard, I've managed to save up a few quid. These are my toys. I have no other vices, so why not? We only here once. Yeah.
So why you got 3 bikes, bro? What's going on?
Why have we got 3? I don't know. I didn't plan on having 3 bikes. Never in a million years that I would have thought I'd have 2.
Hold on. Are you taking a piss having 3 bikes? Or is it taking a piss having 3 bikes? What's the score then? What's the score? So you got 3 mad bikes here, right?
Yeah.
3 completely different.
Oh, very different bikes. Very different. Yeah.
And you have sort of like ended up with, that's like most bikers. Like we've all had a journey to having 1 bike, replace, get another bike, replace, get another bike.
Yeah.
Maybe get 2 side by side before you're flipping, and then you ended up with 3.
Well, I did, didn't I?
I guess not intentionally.
No, there was no intention on having 2 of them. I started off with the 1290 after a couple of years. I then went for the 690. Enjoyed both.
I've been on that. Yeah, that's a cool bike. That is.
Yeah, we did that
Proper fun, yeah.
We did that 698 and 690 Supermoto thing, didn't we?
That race, didn't I?
It's probably because I was about 3 stone heavier.
Oh, yeah, you've lost loads of weight.
No, look at me.
We need a rerun.
I don't know how I ended up here. Yeah, we
got
got rid of the 1290. Yeah. The 1290.
I do like these.
Moved on.
Triple. I've never ever had a triple in my life. It's a tick box that I need to complete, but
have you rode one?
No.
We need to do that now.
Yeah.
We need to
give me the keys on this one day. This will be a sick round track. I'd love to rip that round the track. You need to get on track. I keep telling you. Get on track.
I do. I keep saying I need to get on the track.
So you've skipped the track day, and we've got all this amazing sun, and then you've gone and got this thing to go in the mud, and there's no dry mud. It's all like bone dry out here in the UK.
Well, it wasn't as like previously saw in my videos. When the very first video I did, I mounted all the crash protection on there and decided to go out. I didn't alter any of the tyre pressures. Complete noob.
Never done it before.
Never done it before. No, 10 minutes into the ride and I went arse over tit twice. Yes, I got to an age where I want to tick that grid, like the Supermoto. I had to tick an itch. The itch was ticked and I've kept it. This is another one. At the age of 55, I've never ridden off-road, green lanes. I'd done any of that and I wanted to do it. And so I just decided to go out and buy a brand new. What would you do when you've never ridden something before? You've never done something before. I'm just going to go buy a brand new bike and ditch it into the woods.
It's got all the. It's a rough and ready type bike, isn't it? So in that sense, you could take the piss a bit.
It is. It wasn't, mate.
You're not worried about it.
It wasn't as expensive as the other 2. I've got the added crash protection on it. I put the decals on, not just for looks, but for protection as well. Got a great big steel bash plate. I've got the guard dog there as well. Yeah, it's been dropped, and I didn't mind dropping it. I wasn't so like, oh my god, I've dropped my bike.
So yeah, so 3. Let's just say bikes for different occasions.
Yes.
You could say, well, I would say different seasons. Like, as in, I think that's a spring to autumn type bike, summer bike, all bloody day long.
Yeah.
Around.
Yeah.
And this is winter. And if you want an early spring, or if you just want a comfy, spongy ride to work, I guess you probably could ride to work on that.
It is. I've commuted on this. I did all the running in on this, mainly commuting, and it is very plush. I've got to admit, compare it to the 690, which needs the suspension setting up. I definitely need the suspension setting up.
Yeah, I told you that 2 years ago or a year ago when we did our video.
You did. That's why some of the pulls that you did on the 698, you beat me, and it was only because I was carrying my extra weight.
So this came first. This replaced
the 1290,
and then you've got that for a bit of fun on the side. You're not sure. You've ended up with 3 bikes.
Yeah.
And most people, like most bikers out there, stick with 1 bike. They have a bike, and then they part exit in, flip it for the second bike.
Yeah.
And they normally just ride with 1 bike in the garage because I guess like luckily you've got storage. So storage. And that kind of thing is another problem.
Storage, mate,
can't have more than 1 bike.
And that's it's costs. And I'm not being pretentious here, you know, not thinking I'm some rich dude. I'm not. I'm 55. I've worked hard all my life.
I'm sure you worked hard.
Well, okay.
Don't you just drive cars for a living? Not like Uber.
Yeah, I'm an Uber driver. Yeah.
Actually, I better shut my mouth because I want to borrow some of these nice cars that he drives.
Yeah, I drive for a living. I test cars. I've managed to sort of accumulate, you know, a bit of a saving. And
Kids all gone? As in, like, they're all popped off?
Yeah, all my kids are growing up. They've still got my youngest one who's still living at home. But yeah, it's my passion.
Yeah,
and they were both different bikes. You had the road bike, the 1290, and then I wanted the supermoto thing, and so then I hit the supermotos, and this is just an amazing bike.
I can vouch on
amazing bike.
When we were doing our videos and I've had mine, bags out fun. Just get on it, no thinking, take the piss, just have a laugh.
It is. You don't need a massive skill for it. It's light, it's powerful, especially with the modifications that I've done to it. The BHP remap, the DNA open air filter, the 15-tooth sprocket. They're mainly the performance modifications, and then like the decals and the other trick little bits on there.
You've got to think about it. Modifications costs, extra costs on top of, because normally people have one bike and go to town with all the kit and gear on one bike. Whereas you think about it, they could offset that money thinking, I'll keep the bike, do a few little things, save all that £4,000 I could probably exhaust. I'll buy another bike, couldn't they, in theory?
Yeah, that's
That's
totally
another way to get more bikes, isn't it?
There's another way to get more bikes, and that's again just down to your personal preference. You could buy yourself a V4S Panigale, which is what, £35,000-40,000,
God knows these days.
and then you can spend another like 10 grand on just the exhaust on it, and then you spend that so much money, you're not going to want to ride it.
Is that? I'm sure this bike is less than 10 grand.
5.7 I paid for that.
5.7. There you go. So that is still cheaper than a Kropovich exhaust.
Yes.
The whole bike.
Yes.
With all the kit and everything on it. So
Yes.
Then you could say, I can't afford a bike, but mate, you can afford a 10 grand exhaust. Just get another bike.
Even with the small modifications I've made on here, which is the grass bars, replaced it with a steel bash plate, the decals, it's still cheaper than Ducati.
All year round, whereas we know the Penny guy is only coming out once or twice in the summer.
Well, there's not going to be many Ducati owners that are going to want to be riding that round in December. Where this, you'd have no worries riding around in December. Yeah.
So in that sense, you're keeping your motorcycle skill set, let's just say, top all the time, riding a bike.
It is.
12 months a year.
Yeah, I became a fair weather rider. A lot of people would complain about that or take the piss. I don't care. That's me. I've done my share of all year round riding, but I wanted to increase my skill set with the off-road stuff. So yeah, these bikes in the dry weather, in the summertime, that I can take out when it's pissing down with rain. If it's icy, well, maybe not so much icy. I may still bottle out on that, but yeah, you can take that out. All round.
It takes a lot of investment and time from the person to have just one bike to keep changing and modifying his bike for spring riding, for track days, for off-roading, for winter stuff. Whereas you could just get another second bike and just leave that one and then just do all the stupid.
The same for your track
even
stuff.
If you don't drop it.
Even if you want to do track stuff, you don't want to take that. I mean, I'd take this on the track, even though I've never been on track. I would take this on the track. I'd have no qualms about that. This, I'll probably think twice about taking it on the track. If you
it's expensive bit of kit though, isn't it? Yeah, more for the point. If you put it in the kitty litter or someone took you out.
Even sliding in the kitty litter, I'd probably end up writing it off.
Oh yeah, I suppose yeah.
Where if you,
they're arseholes, they never write anything off these days, don't they?
It just seems so easy. But if you go and buy yourself a cheap 10-year-old 600, scratch fairing and stuff, if you go and drop it in the kitty litter, it doesn't matter. You got all the plastic to protect it on there.
Well, that's a fair shout. It's a fair shout. I mean, it's like I know a few people that have multiple bikes and they don't ride them at all. I know some people who have got loads of like proper expensive collections and they are their collections. They don't ride them. They're there for maybe investments and that.
Like I said, well, the advantage of multi-bikes is you keep the mileage down because you're not riding one particular bike.
True,
and if you are an all-year-round rider, you're going to whack up quite a lot of mileage on there. At least with this, I can spread the mileage out.
Spread the load, yeah. I suppose then you've got 3 sets of insurance, unless you've got a multi-bike policy, 3 sets of MOT, 3 sets of tax, 3 sets of security on them, somewhere to store it secure.
You're totally right. With the advantages of having 3 bikes, you've got just as big, or if not more, disadvantages. Yeah. Storage, to triple the costs. Yes, you can get buy a multi-bike policy, which is probably cheaper than a 3 individual bike policy, but you're still paying an incredible amount of money to insure 3 bikes, even though you can only ride one at a time.
You know, when it comes to that insurance thing, I wonder if, because you've got a multi-bike policy, say you've got 10 years no claims, I guess it's only ever applicable to one bike, isn't it? I guess the one bike you can only make a claim again. Say like if all 3 got nicked at your garage, how does... I know we're not legal people, but you know there'll probably be some other people, legal people, who could probably say,
Yeah, go hook up Gav with White Dalton.
yeah,
He'll be the right person
he'll know what to do in that situation, or if there's been anyone in those situations, drop a link, drop a note in the comments.
Well, you never find out how good your insurance company is when you need to make that claim. And I, unfortunately, a couple of years ago, had to find that out. And dealing with insurance company, it was an absolute nightmare.
There's some good ones, some are shit, some are not so shit.
Yeah.
Do so quiet, you're going to drop a kite in, eh? Sometimes it's okay, sometimes it's shit.
Yeah, that meme.
That guy, yeah.
Yeah, the footballer.
Yeah.
Sometimes it may be good, sometimes it may be shit.
And the football manager. Yeah, that's exactly it. You don't know how good an insurance company is until you need to use them. And you never really, and I hope nobody ever has to use their insurance company.
Okay, so we've understood that, yes, 3 bikes can be expensive, but then 3 bikes can also be, you can do it on the affordability side of side. You can get 3 second-hand good used bikes and mess around with them, or you can get new bikes on maybe finance and stuff like that, because there's so many finance deals you can get.
There's a multitude of ways of owning one. You could buy 3 20-year-old bikes if you like the classic thing, which I know. I actually met a guy the other day. He was a young guy, and he got a load of sort of like classic style bikes, and I asked him how many he had. The guy's got 21 bikes.
21?
21 bikes.
The only guy I know is Chase Intense, you might have seen it, he's a mate of mine. He's got like 6 or 7 classics, and he don't ride his.
No, this guy, he does them up, and he does ride them. I'll stick with maybe just 3, or maybe 4, or maybe 5.
Come on, 1 definite, 2, everyone can get away with 2.
2,
3,
yeah. 3.
You're not taking a piss. I don't think you are taking a piss, but
no, it's not taking a piss, because it's not like it's another general road bike. This is, you know, for like taking on the lanes, for riding on the road, for commuting.
You go to that a lot. It's, like, it's almost like the RS has got no love. So do you not like this one anymore?
No, I do go to that
because you're not riding it as much now because you got the others.
To be honest with you, no. I've been riding this. I've been commuting on this, and I've been going out the weekends. I did the Triumph 35-year anniversary. Mate, that was. It was
no free food, no music, no band,
there was
no
one
influencers, no guests, no celebrities.
1 burger store,
okay.
1 ice cream van,
okay.
1 mega packed cafe where the coffee machine went down. The queue was out the door. It was. If I say shameful, is that a bit too drastic? I said it in my previous video about that anyway. It was for a 35-year anniversary. Triumph did a poor job on their brand. I'll leave it at that. They did a poor show on their brand. But no, I have just as much love for this. It's just a bit more. It's more subtle. It's more gentlemanly. I mean, you look at that, like bright orange in your face. Rawr! The same with this. You know, underneath I've put those decals on there, but it's still, again, it screams KTM.
I mean, you also need to consider that if you've got these multiple different bikes with different manufacturers, have you got dealerships to work on your bike in the area that you're in? So you may have a Triumph. You think, oh, there's a Triumph dealership down the road, but you've got 2 KTMs. The next one's the KTM dealers say 80 miles away. You're thinking, shit.
You know, that is a case of several years ago. There was a KTM dealership in Coventry, literally down the road, a couple of miles away. Unfortunately, they went under.
Did that influence your decision maybe for a KTM at the time?
No, because originally when I bought the 1290, I bought it from DMC in Birmingham. Okay. Because their deal just outmatched Kestrel's deal. The only reason why I went to Kestrel is because like servicing and all that kind of thing, warranty, it's like that's down the road. I'm not going to go to Birmingham and travel 30 miles when the dealership's only 2 miles down the road.
Is it taking a piss? Owning more than 1 bike?
Only the viewers can decide that.
Yeah.
For me, no, it's not.
For your scenario, no. For other people, could be yeah. I don't personally like to own more than one bike. I just like to put all my eggs in 1 bike and just run the shit out of it.
And you know what? I totally see that. I totally see that. You know what? That throws me into a bit of a thing there. If
You're going to buy Ducati? You want to buy Ducati?
no, I'm not old enough.
You cheeky bastard.
No, I actually say that to GS riders. I'm 55, but I'm still not old enough for a GS. It's only a joke. You going about you're happy with the one bike? Ooh.
What would be the one if I came along and said, Robbie, you've gone into insolvency, liquidation, taken everything, you've been a bad boy, you've been gambling, doing all kinds of naughty stuff like you shouldn't be doing, kids, don't do that. You've got one bike, I'm going to leave you with one bike. What would you go for?
Oh, you've put me. Oh man, you've put me on the spot there. Out of these three, I'm just
no waffling, just pick one.
Okay, I'm not playing with. I am waffling now.
I'm burning my head off.
I do know the answer to that because I did answer it the other day. The 690.
690. Supermoto.
The 690. If I had to lose these two, not by choice, it would. This would be it.
Not a bad shot, you know.
This
bike that can do everything, innit?
It can do what those two can do, but not to their extreme. Obviously, you know, it's not a 188 brake horse, but it's got the power there. It can easily do that. It's not an enduro off-road bike. Swap the tyres out, you can do some green laning on that.
You can do everything on that bike, and you've still got room to learn and grow.
Yeah. It ticks everything. You can have a little Sunday morning hoon. You could chuck some bags over it, and you can go touring on it. I know people that have done that. Chuck bags over it and go touring on it. You can tour. For me, I'd say you can tour on any bike.
I think it isn't taking a piss. It could be seen be taking a piss by others, but it's all down to personal circumstances and how you've done all right.
And I wanted to do this video not to show off, not to be pretentious.
He's not an arsehole, he's not pretentious, because he's from Cov and I'm from Cov. Cov boys rule. And we're back in the Premier League. Get in.
Yes. So if you like this style of video and you like what we've done, please give us a like and subscribe. I really do. Also subscribe to Cal if you want dodgy Ducati sort of stuff.
Also, drop in the comments, tell us like what would be your ideal two bike garage, because most people go for two bikes. If you could go for free, do these kind of work, a supermoto, a proper almost like super sport bike, and then an off-roading bike. So yeah, leave it to you, Robbie, for the outro.
Thanks for Cal being my cameraman today.
Send the invoice in the post, mate.
So if you like this video, please like and subscribe. Seeing those counts go up is a massive influence in me wanting to do more videos. All your comments, comment as much as you like. I try and answer every comment, like every comment as well. Take care and ride safe.